Hello student, in this video we will see the question answer of chapter number 4. In that, first of all, we see the text question, page number 61. The first question, that what would be the electron dot structure of a carbon dioxide which has a formula CO2. So for that, we know about the valency of the carbon and oxygen atom. Here you can see the one atom of carbon is there, and two atom of oxygen is there, and the carbon valency is 4 and the oxygen valency is a 2 is a 6. So here you can see this is dot, which is a carbon valency, which is denoted the carbon valency. It is a 4. Here you can see for the completion of the carbon valence, it required more 4. So that 4 electron, it is came from the oxygen, because the oxygen valency is 6. Here you can see it is denoted by the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this oxygen is required 2. So this 2 electron, it is shared by the carbon, and by this, the oxygen is satisfied their outer orbit. Same like the carbon, for the completion of their outer orbit, it requires a 4 electron. So, which is also satisfied by the sharing of the electron of the oxygen. So, here you can see in the oxygen also the valence is done, and in the carbon as well the valence is done. So, this is the electron dot structure of carbon dioxide. Let's see one more time. What would be the electron dot structure of a carbon dioxide which has a formula of CO2? Then, first of all, you have to denote a carbon valency, which is a 4. And here it is denoted by the dot. And for the oxygen, it is a 6. So here it is denoted by the cross. So by the sharing of these 2 electron, and oxygen is also share the 2 electron. So how these the both the atoms satisfied their outer orbit, and this kind of structure is known as a covalent. This bond is formed between the CO2, that is considered as a covalent bond. Now let's move further. The second number question. Now let's see the question number 2. What would be the electron dot structure of a molecule of sulfur which is made up of 8 electron, 8 atom of a sulfur? S8 means we have to draw the electron dot structure of S8, means the 8 molecule of the sulfur. Here the sum of the hint is given that the 8 atom of a sulfur are joined together in the form of a ring. So crown, this kind of structure is known as a crown structure. Here you can see the 4 sulfur is upward, and the 5 sulfur it is in upward, and the 3 sulfur it is in a downward. So it become a total 8. Here you can see the outer valency of the sulfur is 7. So here you can see the sharing of one electron with each other, and how the structure of sulfur is formed. What would be the electron dot structure of molecule sulfur which is made up of 8 atom of a sulfur? Here the hint is given. Here we have to draw the structure is a form of ring, means we have to draw the closed structure, and this kind of structure is known as a crown structure. There are two kinds of isomer of sulfur. One is the rhombus and second one is crown. So this is the comes under to the crown structure. Now let's move further. The page number 68. How many structural isomer can you draw for a pentane? Means first of all we have to know about the isomer. What is the meaning of isomer? Isomer, that means the chemical formula is same, but the structure is a different. So that kind of things we consider as a isomer of pentane. So the question is that how many structural isomer can you draw for the pentane? We can draw isomer for the pentane is almost three structure. One that is in chain form, second one that is of branch form, and the next one is also a branch but it is from two sides. So here you can see the structure. The first structure, it is in a chain form: methane, ethane, propane, butane, and pentane. And between that, one bond is there. There is no branch. So this is a chain structure. Whereas in second structure, you can see from the third carbon, one branch is arise, and from this branch, the one methyl group is attached. So this kind of structure we consider as a branch structure. Same like here in the second structure, only one branch is there, but in the third case, you can see it is upward and the lower direction, both the side the branches arise. So here you can see the total number of carbon and total number of hydrogen in each of this structure is same, but the structure of this, or you can say the arrangement of this methyl and the carbon is different. So this kind of structure we consider as an isomer. Here you can see in this the first one, the all the carbons are attached with the covalent bond, but it is in a straight line. So this kind of structure we consider as a chain form. Whereas in second kind of structure, here you can see in the third number carbon, the branch is arise, and at that branch the CH3 is attached. So CH3, CH2, CH, here one branch is arise, and again the CH3. So here you can see one branch is arise. So this kind of structure of pentane is known as a branch structure. And in the third case, here you can see the two branches arise from the second number carbon, and this kind of structure is formed. Here three of them have a same carbon atom, same hydrogen atom, but the structure is different. Means the molecular formula is same, but the structure, or you can say the arrangement, is different. So let's see one more time. The question is that the how many structural isomer can you draw for the pentane? So there is answer is a 3. We can draw the 3 isomer for the pentane. One is the chain structure pentane, second one that is of isopentane, and the fourth one that is of neopentane, third one that is. So this kind of structure we can find. Now let's move further. The question number 2. What are the two properties of carbon which leads to the huge number of carbon compound we see around us? What are the two properties of carbon which leads to the huge number of carbon compound we see around us, or which kind of property that makes the carbon as a unique atom? So in both the case, we can write down the same answer as we discuss in the chapter explanation. I told you that this is the important question because many time it is asked. It was asked in previous exam, and it will be possibility also there for the asking in final exam. So there is mainly two properties of the carbon which leads to making of huge number of carbon compound. The first one that is of catenation, and the second one that is of tetravalency. Catenation means a carbon can easily make the bond with the other atom of the carbon. So that kind of property is known as the catenation property. And the another property, it is a tetravalency, means in the outer orbit the carbon possesses a 4 electron, and these 4 electron are enough capable to bonding with the 4 other element or 4 other atom. So this kind of unique property carbon possess. Due to this kind of property, it is able to make a huge number of carbon compound that we can see around us. So the answer is the two features of a carbon that gives rise to a large number of compound are as follow. The first one, that is of catenation. Catenation means it is the ability to form bonds with the other atom of carbon. Catenation means it can easily make the covalent bond by the sharing of the electron to the other carbon atom, or you can say the by the other atom too. So this kind of property we consider as a catenation. So this is the one property, and the second property, it is of tetravalency. Tetra means 4 and valency means valence electron, outermost orbit. The carbon is possess of 4 electron, and due to this 4 electron it also possesses some unique property. Which kind of property? So with these 4 electron, carbon is capable of a bonding with 4 other atoms. So this kind of property we consider as a tetravalency. So the question is, what are the two properties of carbon which leads to the huge number of carbon compound we see around us? So there are two features of carbon that give rise a huge number, or you can say the large number of compound, which is mainly two properties, catenation and the tetravalency. The catenation means it is the ability to form a bond with the other carbon atom, so that we consider as a catenation. And the second one, that is of tetravalency. Tetravalency means with the valency of 4 carbon, and due to this 4 carbon valence, it possesses a 4 valence electron. The carbon is capable to bonding with another 4 atom, either it is with the carbon or the other atom. So these both the unique properties carbon possess. Due to that, the carbon is lead to the huge number of carbon compound, are able to make the huge number of carbon compound that we can see surrounding us. Now let's move further. Question number 3, what will be the formula and the electron dot structure of a cyclopentene? Here the name is given cyclo, and the pentene. Cyclo means it is in cycle form. So by which we can get the idea, we have to make the cycle form of a pentane. Pentane means it possesses a 5 carbon. Let's see the formula of cyclopentane is, as we know that the pentane is given, so the 5 carbon is there and the hydrogen is about 10. So it is known as a cyclopentane. So now let's see the electron dot structure of the cyclopentane. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon is there. Here the cycle structure is there. So we have to, here in the question the cyclopentane is given. So the cyclo indicates we have to draw the closed structure. As we know that the carbon possesses the 4 valence electron, so each of the carbon, here you can see it possesses the 4 electron, and which is denoted by the dot structure. And for the satisfaction of their outermost orbit, it is also attached with the hydrogen bond, and for the covalent bond with the hydrogen. And the hydrogen atom valence electron is 1. Hydrogen possesses 1 valence electron. So it is shared, and by which the carbon and H means the hydrogen, it possesses the covalent bond CH2. So here you can see it is denoted by the cross. Cross means which, that electron which is came from the hydrogen. So by the sharing of the electron, it satisfied their outermost orbit. Here you can see the carbon required more 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Whereas the hydrogen required 2 for the require 1 more electron for the completion of the orbit. Means in the first orbit hydrogen possesses a 2 electron total, and one that hydrogen have, and the another which is shared by the carbon. So how the hydrogen is satisfied their outermost orbit, and this kind of structure is formed. Here the CH2, here CH2, 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 CH2. So total 5 carbon atom and the 10 hydrogen atom. So the formula of cyclopentane, is a C5H10, and it is electron dot structure is given below. Here you can see. Now we will see question number 4 in the next video. Thank you.